You install Hermes. You're using maybe 10% of it. I'm not exaggerating. Hermes on its own, it's like installing Windows in 1998 and using only Internet Explorer. Yes, you are technically online, but you don't know what the internet actually is yet. There are 5 specific things you can plug into Hermes that turn it into from a basic agent into a super agent. The version 99% of the people don't even know exist. By the end of this video, your agent will scrape the web, generate voice and video, back itself up, and own its own website for free. 5 upgrades, real ones, let's go. Number 1, the agent browser. The browser you have by default on Hermes is not that good, and you're gonna run into so many problems. That's why sometimes you feel frustrated. You're like, why those YouTubers, they have so many cool things they can do with their agents, but I can't. Here, you use the Vercel Lab agent browser. All the links that we're gonna talk about, of course, will be in the description, but basically it's browser automation, CLI for AI agents. All the browsers that's been built, Google Chrome and everything, they were built for humans and developers, not for AI agent. This one has been built specifically for AI agents, and it's gonna browse the web way better. Just install it, trust me, you're gonna see the difference is insane. And one thing I would say, tell your agent to always use that one and to record it in his memory, soul, or skills, whatever you want. You don't have to trust me for this. You can just ask your agent why is it better, and it's gonna tell you. It gives agent eyes for the real page. It shows you how, because it's CLI native, it consumes less tokens, and it also helps for debugging, because in few minutes, I'm going to show you Hermes building and deploying a full website by itself, but 4 more pieces have to go in first, starting with the one that fixes Hermes' biggest weakness right now. It can see the web, but it can mostly output text. And we don't want that. We want to be able to work with video and everything. And that's why I invite you to use fal.ai. I'm not sponsored by any of those. This is what I use. And if you never heard about it, it's because probably they don't spend as much on marketing as others. And why? Well, the cost per generation is going to be way lower than most of the things you know. If you're familiar with OpenRouter, which is basically a company that lets you use all the AI model, this one does the same, but specialized into all the media. So you can see it here, text to image, text to video, everything you can ever imagine of. Here I had one of sit dance. I created a little UGC for a matcha brand. We always drink matcha on this channel, by the way, and it just worked. So how does it work? You can use the link in the description, and then you go into API keys, you generate a key, you say to your Hermes, please install that, and you give it the API key. You give the link of fal.ai, and it will figure it out by itself. And ask my agent what it gives you now that you have fal.ai. And it says before it could just write, design, and things like that. Now it gives power to use imageries, videos. It can even generate songs if you want to. If you want to do a song about me, you're free to do it. And that's the beauty of it. Like just one API keys give you so much of freedom instead of having to juggle with multiple apps. And in actually, if you don't like so much to juggle, just like me, you could use flyhermes.ai to get your AI agent running directly. It's going to be customized for your business or your use case. With just a few questions, it's going to install all the skills. And one of the bad things of Hermes agents, I would say, is that it doesn't have really a web interface that is easy to use. Here with Fly Hermes, I don't have to be on local or whatever. I just can log in anywhere in the world on any device on my phone and use the web interface as I want. Really easy, connected to Telegram, have all the things set up, all the API keys, and no need to wander around. This is flyhermes.ai. I will put a link in the description as well. And then if you want to deploy more agents, it's just the easiest way. And that's the thing. Now that we gave 2 really good functionalities to our Hermes agent, which is being able to browse the web in a better way, and second, to generate media, it's probably gonna improve and get some skills that are useful. And that's why you should connect it to GitHub for two reasons. The number one is backups. Here, automatically, my Hermes agent backs itself up every hour, and you can see it just works, and I don't need to pay anything. This is free, just with the GitHub. But also, and that's gonna come later, it can host your project. When you build something big, you can host on it. So if you have the skills, for example, I could share that folder with my new agent so you can download the skills that I already did and boom, having it. It's like if you had employees and you had that Neuralink, you give them the knowledge of the company directly to each of them. If you're interested, I will do a deep dive video on the power of GitHub for it, but you have to try it out. And how to connect it, you can just ask your agent, how can I give you access to GitHub? It's probably gonna ask you either with the auth or the token. And it's getting better, but okay, our agent can see, he can remember, and can create different media. But we need to give him superpower to be at scale. And that's why we're gonna be borderline illegal, because we're gonna use Apify that lets you access all kind of data on the internet in an even easier way than the browser agent. Browser agent is nice when you need to do 5 to 10 tasks. I like to do stuff where I need 1,000 or to do it daily many times. And Apify is going to be beautiful here. Instead of talking in the what if, this channel, we actually build businesses with AI. Yeah, you know that I build my businesses with my AI agents. We are 20K MR when I'm recording this video. And for example, it scrapes every day all the Facebook ads around some competitors. It will also scrape directly the transcript from YouTube. Yes, my agent could download the YouTube videos, transcribe it, and then play with the transcript. That's 3 steps. Me, boom, he got it directly, he got the transcript, is ready to go. Same for the Facebook ad library. And here, the variety of everything you can use on Apify is insane. And yes, okay, you need to pay, but if you use the link in the description, you will get $5 for free. So you should definitely try it. I don't see many people talking about it, but me, I can't work without it. It's just so good. Look at that. Scrape Google Map, scrape TikTok, scrape YouTube transcripts, contact details. So we could imagine, okay, we scrape the Google Map, and then if we find their social profile, we check if they have the emails there, and boom, we message them, we say, hey, we got a website for you, and bam, we make some. And that's beautiful. It's all good. Now, we are pretty cool because we can scale, we can remember, we can produce, and that's what we're gonna do in this next step, where I'm gonna show you that your Hermes agent, and for example, I did it here with just the web version of Fly Hermes. I created a full-on website about myself. Yeah, it's sad, but that's where we are at. A few details could be corrected, but this was done just in few prompts, and that's a profile where we can swipe, have some animation, and it's just like, okay, it was like a bio profile, how it would look like. And it's seriously not bad. And you can see it's hosted on Vercel. So we had the Vercel agent, but now we're gonna talk about just hosting it on Vercel, because Vercel can connect to your GitHub. So GitHub is like your Google Drive, but for your AI agent, okay? And this is just a visualizer. And for that, you're gonna go into token and then create a token for your AI agent, or you tell him, okay, use that. And it's gonna use Vercel, and you can use it for free. So it can ship directly a live product, live website that you can use. And then yes, you can use a custom domain if you want. There are other ways to do it, but this is the easiest way. And that's the beauty of it. Like, that's it, literally how I did it. Now, because Fly Hermes has already really good capacities for scraping, if you do a deep research about anyone, for example, here I did myself, yeah, I know how sad it is. It doesn't get better the more I say it. We can see the channel statistics, everything about me, and then he was able to create a website. So I could automate that process to create website for any business around me, and then go knock at the door and say, hey, I created a website for you. Here it is, it's on Vercel. You want it? Boom, okay, I sell it to you. And then you have it. And that's how you transform your AI agent from being just an enhanced web chat to something that is way beyond, where you actually can do everything for you. Generate ads, create websites, gather data for you. The limit is your imagination. And trust me, if you implement all that, it's going to change your life. Now, if you connect that with what I showed in this video, you're going to be way beyond other people. Like, you're going to be actually like, this is the best employee I ever had. Trust me. So check out that one.